Okay, I'm not going to go live. I'm just recording video right now because, well, it's early in the morning. Nobody's going to be awake at this time. It's about 8 o'clock AM. So I connected my thermal coupling for the module that's in the front panel because there's a hard disk drive temperature monitoring. Unfortunately, because I'm using SSDs and they're removable, I can't connect them, the thermal coupling, directly to a hard drive, so I've mounted it to the side of this cartridge thing, right, that when you eject them, so obviously the heat and your heat in the case, it's going to be cooled though by this side thing anyway, but hard drives usually aren't that critical. They usually don't overheat, especially when there's only 2 SSDs in there. But anyway, I put it in because it's for that. But so also I've got a temperature thermal couple for that module. I've just wedged the thermistor in the heatsink, down the side of the heatsink for that. And as for the CPU, that was tricky because I had to take the CPU heatsink off again to get the thermocouple underneath, and basically stuck right on near the edge of the CPU. The problem with that thing is it's quite a chunky. It's like a bead, so I had to put a lot of extra thermal paste around it. Hopefully it's not going to crunch and get crushed, but yeah, we'll find out if it works. If it doesn't, you know, if not, I'll have to pull it out and find somewhere else to stick it, like on the heatsink, but that's not very efficient because the heatsink's usually a lot cooler than the CPU, and I want this thing to send a signal to my, oh damn it, well, I've got another one of these, right, and it goes to the case fan that draws air in to blow air to support the CPU fan. Obviously I want it to be full power when it's warm, right, to bring in more air. That's the idea. So not a lot to do now. I've got the hard drives installed. Obviously I can't do much with the ID DVD drive because this motherboard doesn't have IDE, it's all SATA, so probably get a converter, either a SATA to IDE converter or a PCI to IDE converter, or I don't know, we'll see. I'll have to look on eBay. But in the meantime, I think it's time to get this power supply put in because, yeah, this power supply, I don't particularly like it. It's quite a high power one, but because it's not modular, so you've got lots of frigging wires that you might not even need. But yeah, it's what I've got, so I'm going to use it. I need to take these screws out first. I'll put them in there so I won't lose them. This is difficult with one hand. I was trying to, let's see if I can put it, that'll do. Ah, you can't see, can you? I can't see my phone. So, and people often wonder why, think that I do all this for myself. Well, my channel's not monetized. I don't make no money out of any of this, and I never get any donations apart from maybe one person who was once or twice gave me some money. He's a really decent guy. He's always stuck by me, but I never get any help from anyone. Try to help people, and what do you get? F all. I'm trying to get this the right way around. Wants to be that way. Have I got this the right way around? Yeah, I think so. Well, gotta get one of my screws in. So I've been doing these live streams. Let me just tell you something. I've been doing these live streams on YouTube. Right. All sorts of stuff. Loads of stuff. Movies. You name it. Electronics, repairs, servicing. I must have spent nearly my last 17 years of my life doing YouTube videos. And do you know how much money I've made out of YouTube in all that time? Probably 10 quid. That was from a donation from my friend. I've had absolutely naff. Why do I bother? Good question. So, hopefully I won't be around much longer. Hopefully the fucking world will end. Or, well, my world will end. Because I can't wait to get off this planet. I really can't. Because it's selfish, greedy, miserable. There's people out there who are rich, and they're rich because they don't spend any money, they don't give any money, they're just selfish. You know? There was something happened a couple of years back. No, it was actually three years ago. A guy walks into a local shop where I live because businesses were collapsing. And this particular lady that was running the shop, one day I walks in, she said, this guy brought in this envelope full of money. I said, you're kidding? She said there must be £5,000 or is it £18,000 or something in it. What? I said, what the hell does he do that? Did he win the lottery or something? And she says, I'm not sure. He's a business guy or something. And I said, he heard about you were doing YouTube videos to try to help local businesses. I said, yeah, but that's to do with free energy, I said. And I can't take his money. I'm not helping local business, local shops. I'm helping everyone, really. She offered it to me, and I turned it down because I thought there's something wrong there, something not right, you know. Anyway, he's got his money back. He once saw me in the street and he looked at me with the, like, in awe, like, I can't believe you turned that money down. Sort of look. But you know, you've got to be honest. You've got to be sincere. You've got to be, you don't take something from someone you don't know, because it could be a loan shark, it could be in deep shit. But you know, when people donate to help you out, that's a different matter. That's legit. I haven't seen that guy anyway since, so I have no idea who he was or where he came from or anything about him other than the fact that he was trying to help local shops, apparently. And we never saw him again. So anyway, the power supply's in. And we'll get this trying to route these wires neat. Oh, we're upside down. Duh. Oops, don't do that. Bad news. Put some back pressure on that board while I'm pushing it in. Well, that's it. Now, that wire, I took it down there a bit, out of the way. Right, that's it. Okay, that's out of the way. Ah, yeah, this power supply actually suits this motherboard better than it did my other one. We're in. And yeah, I've got some cable ties. I'm going to make things neater. Oh, I don't want everyone saying, where's your cable management skills? I actually got some cable ties. I got these a few months ago and I forgot I got them. Don't use them a lot, you know. Very rare build stuff. No, what's that? I've just broken a nail. Yes, I have just broken a nail. What the hell? So this, there's no hole to put it through. I'll just wrap it around this. I'll just double that back and. Actually, maybe I shouldn't cable tie it yet because I've got some more wires to put in. Right. Yeah, these are the ones that are going to be the tricky ones. The ones I tried to do last time, and they have a pain. Right, I think it's these two. Can't remember which ones I lubed up last time. Oh, that one's going to graphics. Over here. Get that. I'm trying to untangle things. That's better. That's in. Now, if I cable tie that to that, maybe. Maybe that will be a bit tidier. There we go. That's not the best, but it will certainly keep wires dangling down in front of the fan. Damn it. God, these are really cheap, nasty cable ties. They've even got burrs on me. Badly moulded. That'll stop that from getting in there. When I'm doing stuff for other people, I usually do a really good job. I used to be doing professional repairs, right? But when I'm doing stuff for myself, I think I can come back to it. I can always update it. I can always change it later. But when you're doing something for someone else, it doesn't matter. Once you've done it, you might never see it again. You know, so you do a good job because you don't want it bouncing back at you as, oh, this thing I've only had it 2 weeks and it packed up on me, and you don't want it. It's embarrassing, you know. I've never had that though, which is good. Never had that situation, so I can be glad. I can be thankful for that. So I'm working out which ways to go to. It makes sense to use these two at this end because the furthest away, and I can give me more room to tie that wire out the way as well. And so these are the ones that don't go in very well. Oh, camera angle. Wiggling them about to make sure they go in the hole, because that's part of the problem. These wires don't always locate properly. Those pins are quite tight. These pins are quite tight in these holes. Ah, that's it. That's it, they went in. Great! That one went in quite easy. Super duper. It's the other one I'm worried about. Where's the other one? One of these is really tight. We might get lucky. Or maybe not. I think it's gone in. It was tight. Yeah, it's gone in. Great, better than last time. Last time one of the pins bent, I had to straighten it. Freaking tight. You gotta push the wires as well, because sometimes the wires get pushed out, which is annoying when that happens, because it means that the pin inside that locates them has bent, and that's not good, because once that happens, the wire keeps falling out. Right, those are all neatly done. So now I've got extra wire here. These wires aren't even going to be used, so I'm going to tuck them out of the way up here somewhere. I need to, let's see, where can I put them where they'll be out of the way that I can still use them if I need them. Oh, I might have to stick them on the top panel. Yeah, that'll work. That'll work. Tuck them over the top panel between the power supply and the case. Perfect. That's exactly where I want them out of the way. So if I want them, I can pull them out. Right. Oh yeah, I've forgotten something, haven't I? Hang on. So I should have one spare. Yeah, that wants to go into there. This is freaking tight. Have I got this upside? Made me jump. I hate getting weather forecasts every freaking morning. Especially at the moment, because I'm not flying my drone right now. I let my license run out, so couldn't afford it. I had no money. Nobody's donated. Right. I've got no freaking money all weekend. I'm minus 56 pence in my bank. I can't get this in. How comes you're so tight? You're not even the Chinese one? Oh, sorry, you are. Different company, that's all. It helps when it clicks, but it's not clicking. You see, it's not even in. Why are you not going in? Kidding me, this is ridiculous. Is that hole not round or something? I'm gonna go and get my spiky pricker thing because some freaking things are so tight. We'll see if we can make this. See if we can make this bit better, because that freaking pin is just so tight. They're not exactly round. I think they've got distorted somehow. Alright, try it now. I can't breathe. Ah, there we go. Look, see? One of them freaking pins was bent. Now it's gone on. I shouldn't have to do that. So now when it's connected properly, you should be able to pull the wire at one end and the wire at the other end should move. If it's not, if the other wire isn't moving when you pull this end, pull and push on me. If it's not doing that at the other end, you know you've got a bad connection. It's moving. It's moving. Alright, that's good enough for me. Let's bunch this up. What do you think's going to come now? Oh, there's a tie wrap. I'll use that. Might as well, it's there. There's a tie wrap instead of a cable tie, because you can always undo them quite easy. Tie wraps are cool. There we go. So I created all them playlists to organise everything so that people can find all my stuff easy. So they don't have to spend their lives looking for all my stuff. Instead, they've got a playlist. How convenient is that? There we go. Took all that under there. Get my foam. My noise dampening foam. Stops ringing. As in, you know, when you get a sound that rings, like an echo ring, the foam just helps to stop that from making your cabinet sound like a freaking bell. And you do get that with certain hard drives, but this is solid state, so this is going to be so freaking quiet. And look at that. Hardly any clutter. Well, this is for the back case fan. You know what? I could actually run this now. It's actually in a working running position. Running state, I mean. The only thing I really want to change next week is the CMOS battery, because I'm not sure how old that is. Actually, is that a date on it? Something written on it. What is that? 2AB 23B. I have no idea what that is. Might be some manufacturer or company's code, a date or something when they replaced it. Might be year 2023 actually. Let's see. As far as I'm concerned, I'm done for now until I get more memory. And I can't do that when I'm minus. Yeah. My bank is minus. Anyway, I keep thinking I'm live right now, but I'm not. I'm just recording the video right now. So that's it for now. I just need to wait for money. Oops, what the hell? Oh. I kept thinking you know what's behind me. It's that paper on the fridge wall. I keep brushing into it. Oh, it's doing the creeps. Right. Turn off my stream. You know what I'll probably do? I'm probably going to go crash into my bed, stay in bed for 2 days. That's a good idea.